So the penguin came out in winter. It's about time. Oh, discombobulated. I like that word. Not when I go through it, but it's a good word there. Right there, Gotta be handy with the chain. Pendant comes out. Love the pockets here. You can actually put my water drink here. Walk around the store. I already talked about this. First time I bought this hat was in Virginia. One of my ex-girlfriends, Cynthia, went to this mall. I saw it. I was like, oh, I gotta get the penguin. I saw somebody else having something like that, but it wasn't a penguin. It was some other kind of being, another kind of an animal. But I bought this one, and I just felt like felt kind of embarrassed with putting it on in the mall and just walking around. She's like, I dare you, come on, do it. I didn't do it, and it's just like I love that. I just put it on in my room sometimes. It's just so warm, It's so warm, and it just makes sense to have it in winter, with the penguins and all that. They thrive in the cold weather, but just love it. I had in New York as well. I should have wore it when I got detained by people. I just had to walk back like a couple miles, It's like so cold. My hands, like I could barely feel my fingers after a couple miles. It was just so bad. I couldn't even smoke a cigarette that I got from somebody. And I couldn't even dial the numbers on my phone. My fingers were just like, I felt like a sloth. I felt like an actual sloth, like how they're just slow and vehement about stuff. It was just so weird. I couldn't dial the numbers. My phone didn't know. I couldn't dial the numbers because I couldn't move my fingers. But I should have had that. It would have been so much better. Just didn't plan on it because when people steal your hoodie, this and that, they take everything from you. It's like, what else you gonna do? If I had that, they would probably taken that. So maybe it's for the best that I didn't bring it. But anyway, fog lights on. Yup. Always, especially if if it's raining, it's dark. I put the fog lights on. I didn't replace the fog light in this car. I placed it in my mom's car. I didn't record that video. Oh, there you go. I didn't record that video, but it just, I think in the Kia, the bumper was already messed up. Like somebody previously detached the bumper, and then they try to snap it in, or they try to force it and just broke it. It's like 2 or 3 millimeters is off on the passenger side. Even my Grand Cherokee, I clicked it in, but I think it came out a little bit, so I gotta adjust that. But it's just the little subtle things, it takes practicality, it takes patience to either take something apart and then put it back together the way it was. A lot of times, we come apart, we come undone, but then we can be put back together, Same with this, maybe I don't know if I was in high school, I probably would have, I was very much, not just closed in, but it's, I wasn't very open to myself, who I truly was. Maybe self-esteem issues, confidence, all of that, but eventually you just come around, you realize this is who I am, this is, I'm not being arrogant, I'm not being a scoundrel about stuff. I'm just enjoying life. I have nothing to hide. I feel free. It's like that song, because you're free to do what you want to do. You gotta live your life. You gotta live your life and do what you want to do. And do what you want to do. You gotta work on that. Like the last video I uploaded with it was called Morning Coffee. It was gonna be for the Morning Coffee intro. I just started right into it. It doesn't sink in too well, but I'm practicing on it, so I don't think I got a view on that. So no views. And if anyone has a open critique, if you have a certain way to criticize it, if you're intelligent, you know how to criticize it, leave me a comment, Not that you will, because a lot of people are just like, oh, it's crap, it sucks. Just saying, well, why is it crap? Why does it suck? Why does it suck? You know, give me your opinion about that. Can you formulate a sentence about that? Or just, you know, you're just a hateful individual, or hateful individuals. You know, because anyone can say, "Oh, that sucks." But you just, you know, you're just bitter. That's all you really are. It's not the best. I know that. But it's like to get my vocal cords and to get a certain flow of rhythm. Also with the tempo of the song, I don't think it coincides too well. The way I wrote it, it was just all over the place, you know. But I did have fun doing so, you know. That's what it's about for me. And then you record it and you hear it and you're like, all right, I could do this, and that. Like that video I did with it was a cooking video, and it was about just potatoes and spam, rich spam. You know, just the fun to record the vocals. You get the video in it. I manipulate with the video editor, the videos, the pictures, so it comes out looking nicer. And then, you know, you record yourself and you try to you gotta get your a certain style about yourself, a certain kind of demeanor, you know. And you do it. Oh, I did that like 3-4 times. So I just said, all right, that's good enough. It still probably wasn't the best, you know. It still wasn't the best, but at least, you know, I put my best. Out of the 4, I put the latest one out there. Every time I did it a little bit better, you know. I mean, I think there's just a lot of people that are just they're just negative. They know they couldn't do that. They know they couldn't hold a candle to this, that, and the other thing, but they just, you know, they hate you for this and the other thing. And it's like, find me into the chat room, bro, and, you know, speak your mind about anything. I love to, like, you know, I love to, like, I don't want to say troll you, because I don't even believe in that. You know, I think people... actually, this is one of the main reasons why I even turn on the camera and I hit record. You know, it's the word troll and the origin from it. How these beings, well, they were jovial, they were joking around, but they live on the outskirts of society. And like in Norway, you know, it was hundreds of years ago, centuries of years ago, when the Vikings were, you know, they had ships that were doing this and they were warriors. But these were like the trolls. They were outskirts. They would goof around, joke around, and they would haunt people. They would just haunt, you know. To this day in mythology, they believe they still haunt. Which, you know, I'm haunted by a lot of events, a lot of people in my life. They're just trolls. All they do is ignore. They have no concise, they don't have a concise statement or remark to make about this and the other thing. All they do is just want to irritate and aggravate. That's pretty much what that is, you know. And to give them a credence is just to get angry. To get angry or sad, or just, you know, throw a tantrum, or just get agitated. That's when they thrive. That's when they know they got you. It's just, you know. And there, a lot of times they have nothing reasonable to say. They don't operate on logic. A lot of times, you know, all they do is just make up random things that aren't even true, and that's how they get you aggravated, because they lie. You know, that's one of the things. That's the main thing, and they thrive with just negativity and hatefulness. You know, so it's like, you know, that's what a troll is. I just thought for years a troll would be someone that just makes jokes, this and that, has a sense of humor, personality, you know, but obviously those people are not that. You know, they lack everything of that. And yeah, a lot of times they weren't just geeks in high school, but, you know, you talk to them on a personal level, and you realize they had no substance. They were cowards most of the time. They were just you know, very strong with people behind them. On a single level, maybe they would say something and they would walk away. They would just put their head down. They were skittish about stuff. They're very powerful when they have a back-end system, like say financial system, or other trolls around them. Or maybe they work in singular circles, but they go in and get out, just get you angry, and they leave, you know. And a lot of times they're in real world. That's the crazy part. It's not just the internet. They're out there in the real world, you know. And all they serve is to get you aggravated. I found that there's a correlation in a lot of them to just be criminal-minded. You know, they're very criminal mind oriented. Just because they haven't got caught and then in prison or in jail doesn't mean anything. You know, they have regular jobs. You wouldn't know it. You'll see them in the supermarket, grocery stores, and you wouldn't even know And that's just one of the reasons why, I stay away from society to begin with, or at least in the United States of America, because they're just hideous, They have no reason, no logic, and they're just lame and pathetic. Don't want to be too negative about it, but pretty much what that is, Conversation with them wouldn't go too well. They don't understand a lot of words. They're very slow about stuff. They have no comedic bone whatsoever. Like sarcasm, a lot of them I found that they might understand that it isn't all that clear. But a lot of times they wouldn't understand the joke. They get aggravated for stupid things that they don't even understand, and they make the issue even worse. Over something simple could get really, really bad, and account of them. That's one of the reasons why, you gotta be careful around people, But I'm not scared of anybody like that. I'm not threatened. Just, you gotta see them for what they really are. I gotta see you for what you really are. But, going to the supermarket right now. I'm gonna pick up Tony's chocolate, baby. The milk chocolate one. Dark chocolate is pretty good too. The milk chocolate is like 32% cocoa, so I'm gonna get that. It's pretty decent. I love the taste. It's just a hard, rigid chocolate, just like a rugged chocolate. It's not a sissy chocolate like you're like, oh, you taste it, you put a little strawberry, which that isn't as bad as well, because all chocolate is pretty good if you make it right. But this one is just like, I first found it in New York, and I started having it almost like every day. It was just a thing, just to have like chocolate before I go to sleep, to like either quell the hunger and just make me feel really good. A lot of times I didn't even drink. I didn't care about beer. It was just like, it was just about having that chocolate. But anyway, let me get the going. Let me get the doing. Right there. All right, let's get some chocolate. Mission accomplished with the chocolate. Oh yeah, 2 bars and I don't want to say a chocolate pound cake. Feels good. I'm gonna get a couple brewskis. Get a couple brewskis just for the night. Something light. I don't want anything too heavy. Oh, buddy. Picking someone up. I'm gonna get a Perwa. That's what I've been drinking lately. Nothing too strong. Just relax with it. Bottle beer, by the way. No cans. None of that. Not that it's beneath me. It's fine. I'll have a Budweiser after a while. I love it. Budweiser tall cans. They're the best, but just going for that Pilsner right now. I think it's a Pilsner. I would say it's a Pilsner. Maybe it's a lager. I gotta look that up. Just has a very subtle taste, Very smooth, very chill. Like you, baby. All the way. Oh, yeah, high five. Oh, too much. That's nonsense. It wasn't even that great. She was fine, just, Put on a show. Let me see how you lose control. I listened to that song yesterday, Down by Jay Sean. And Lil Wayne, of course. But it was just such a good song. It's so catchy, It's just such a nice song. It's such a fun song to listen to. Subject matter, non-existent in my life, but you know what? It just the guy can sing, and it just I gotta give it to Lil Wayne. Just was a nice verse. It's a very good song to have on your playlist, on your Spotify, on your YouTube, on your mind sometimes. But that you knew, because I said it. Oh, slow it down there. Simmer down there, Sparky. Simmer down there, Sparky. Clocks no socks, socks no clogs. That's what I'm known for now. I am thinking about just open up maybe a new YouTube channel, and I'm gonna redesign everything I was doing. Maybe I'll just put all my shit in one channel so I wouldn't annoy you, or one of you, or 9 of you, or all 2 of you, or 11 of you if you care. Probably not. But yeah, I'm just gonna redesign. I'm trying to record. I got already one for a playlist. It's a simple melody for one of the playlists. So which one is for that upkeep? I do have upkeep to I have some maintenance to do around the apartment. So I'm gonna make a video of that. Maybe if I open a new channel, that's what I'll start off with. And I won't upload till I have all my playlist set up the way I want to, edit it, this and that, and I won't rush it. That'll be like a channel that I'll probably dedicate on my upkeeper and maintenance. Maybe on this one, I'll just do like vlogs and stuff like that, and I'll do everything on that one. But it'll take me like, I'll put a lot more energy into the editing. Focus on that instead of just doing it fast, and just get it out there. I'll take my time with it. But I love picking new names for playlists. Back in the day, I used to always just think, wow, what would be a good idea for a screen name, like a nickname for yourself? You give yourself something that encompasses you, I mean, somebody gives you a nickname, it's like, they see you a certain way, and, you have a joke about that. But if you don't, it's just like, you get creative about it. That's one of the reasons why I love giving names to players, the creativity aspect, and just to capture what it stands for. When I was thinking about, it was in 2021, summer of 21, like September or summer 2021, I opened up this, my previous YouTube channel that got suspended, and it was Lucas79, I named it, but I was thinking of naming it Caspa, or Casp. It's about me being a Virgo, but at the same time being close to Libra, like being close to the border. They say it's like a 2 to 3 day mark when you're at the end of September and the beginning of October, and you're like, I don't want to say transition, but you coincide to the other zodiac sign. So I am that, but I'm thinking about making that. I don't know if anybody has that. I don't want to name it like with a 79, my years, numbers or whatever. So I'm thinking about that if I open it. That's what I wanted in 2021. I just never got around to it. Maybe somebody had it already, and I just never opened it. I just named it Lucas79. Then it was Last E's a 3 and Lucas79. But just something to think about. Something I think about. Something I had a thought today. And still doing the dishes. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make pierogies later. I got shallot onions. I got shallot onions, jalapenos. I got avocados. What else did I have? Tomatillos. Yeah, I was gonna make a paste out of that. I had bagels and I had pretzels. I was gonna use pretzels to go with the paste. Maybe I'll put the paste on a bagel. And I looked at the benefits. It just, jalapenos are so good, and tomatillos, they really do well. And with the onions, I want to see what that paste is gonna come out. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. It's already 9 o'clock. It's after 9. It's not that the beer will get me. Just I'll probably sit around, maybe I record. Who knows? It's like, I gotta do this and that. It takes time to prepare. I kind of want to take pictures and maybe make a video out of that, which isn't a problem. But I love cooking, by the way. I love cooking and prepping, especially the prepping. It's just so relaxing, when you get to it, when you're doing the cutting. Oh, I gotta. Here's the thing. It's like it's a video in a video. It's like I'm trying to do that, but it's like maybe I should record that. Maybe I should upload that. How to sharpen a knife. It's instead of just like throwing knives away. Like, why would you ever throw a knife away? Like a kitchen knife. Just so irresponsible. You could go to Home Depot and they sharpen it for you, but you could just. I bought it for like $1.99. It's a stone. It's just a hard rigid stone to sharpen a knife. I already did it to my utility knife. It just came out so great. Because it was damaged. I was using it for like really rugged, strong things. So it would just, and I always use that particular knife for it. So it was just like it was a little bit dull, and I sharpened it up, and it's, you know, I'm pretty sure it's not as brand as new. It has like it has indents in it because I used it for something rigid. But you know what? It you know, I don't want to say healed it, but it recovered. It's sharp again, and that's just one of them. I have a couple knives, you know, that I use for like practical reasons when I go out and I gotta cut something, I gotta take care of something, you know. I always try to have a utility knife, not just the knife, but a lot of other tools on me in case I'm out and about and I need them. So, you know, it's important. Let me see what else. Not one of the first ones, but this blue one I bought. It was in Australia, and it was like a really good price. And these little, it's a multi-tool knife, or, you know, kit. It's a knife, and it needs to be really sharpened. But then I'm starting to think maybe it's just the way it is. It shouldn't be used for cutting like really. It shouldn't be used for cutting things. It shouldn't be as sharp, but it does have its purposes. You know, it opens a letter, this and that, but it's not made for that. And it's just very, it's small and it's really convenient, so I like it. You know, it was like $13 or something. I was like, wow, that's a pretty good price. Another knife I bought at a garage sale when I bought the saw. This guy was selling for like a couple dollars, you know, not $1 probably, but like $3 or something, which is kind of more expensive than the saw. I was like, you know, it's worth it because it's like from the 80s or something, you know. And it just had a tool that I could even, you know, fix like leather belts. I could put an extra hole in the leather belt, you know, because I keep losing weight. Like one of my belts, you know, I was a size 34 and up, I believe, you know, and now I'm just slimmed down, so I need to take care of the belt just so actually it closes up and it won't be like too loose, you know. It actually does what it's supposed to do. I was gonna buy rivets for that, but I'm not gonna put rivets inside my belt. I just drill a hole. It's actually like a drill, but it's like a screwdriver drill. Not so much a drill, but it's pretty much what that is. It's a manual one, you know. So I thought it was pretty cool. Like that's one of the reasons I bought it. I was like, wow, that's so cool, you know. And all of them, they have like a bottle opener. I really use it for that. You know, I usually got a lighter. I usually carry like a big lighter which just open a bottle. I never really had like a bottle opener. I just thought like it's just so. I smoke, so it's like, you know, I have a lighter, I'm fine. I don't need a bottle opener. I always used to do it with a key, like the side of the key. I used to pop open a bottle. It took me a couple times, and I just pop open you know, the cap from the bottle. I'm not so big on having like a bottle opener, you know. Even though they're little kind of cool, you can get artistic with it, creative and whatnot, but I'm just still not big on that. I always had a lighter, even always had keys or something else like that. There's so many practical things that you can have to open. So Luca's gonna go home and open a beer. We're gonna go watch it. It's hilarious. Great, you're awesome, bro. Now go home to mommy. Whoever that is, it's so mean. Just so mean about it. Jeez, man. Relax a little. Take a breath. Drink, relax. Go for a run, go for a jog. Ride a bicycle. You know, hop off a curb with a bike. Have fun. Yeah, remember those days? When you were a kid, you used to do that? You can still do it. By the way, I was at a supermarket, and it's so cool. Like, they have the right kind of parking, I would say, or holding place for bicycles. Like, you know, they weren't cheap. Like at some places where you have one or two, they had like multi places for bike racks. So I thought it was really cool. You know, it's a bike rack, but you could put like 5 or 6 bicycles in there. I thought it was awesome. Oh, where am I going here? Oh, I'm right. I should have taken the back road. Not thinking about Froggy. Not thinking about saving time and all that. Just having fun with it. Recording and whatnot. So going on about it. I guess to the point like I drive a car and I'm like, oh man, how would it be if I took my bicycle here? You know, it would take me longer, obviously. You know, it's stop range, so I'll be fine. But it's like, Gone are the days where I'll be like, all right, take my bike and just go to the supermarket. You know, I love that. Even though I love driving, you know, especially this car, any car actually is pretty fun, especially when you can pop in the gears and, you know, you enjoy yourself, but a bicycle is a bicycle. All right, buddy, there's a car coming, you're talking on the phone, and you're walking in the middle, and you're in your own world. Yep. Would it be a nice place if, like, you know, you had a parking lot already? True, but body needs work. It was a guy, all right? I'm not a faggot. I'll edit that. I already talked about how the supermarkets, shopping plazas are designed a certain way. What if even if you had it like this, you had like a tunnel from the parking area that brought you right in the store. And I talked about previously, why not have a subway system, even in New Jersey, for like a shopping centers, instead of everybody driving cars, you know? And it would be an incentive for, well, let's say, you know, you're a resident of like Linden, you have a card or whatever, and you know, I mean, it could be either way. Incentives to save money, and eventually, you know, the transportation will be free, and it'll be underground, a subway system, no pollution, reduce traffic, frustration, go to the supermarket, this and that. It'll be just so much easier, you know. Obviously, the infrastructure needs a lot of work, but it's just an idea how to make things a lot easier and better. Anywho, gonna get the cerveza. All right. No senoritas and margaritas for me. I'm drinking Perla tonight. That's right.